Hello and welcome to CGNgames. It is the 20th of April, which means it's time for God of War finally on the PS4. So we are going to be unboxing the limited edition controller, the collector's edition of God of War, and also the two Totaku figures that came out at exactly the same time. So this is really exciting. I can't wait. Let's get straight to it. Okay, let's get straight into it then. So, first things first, why don't we start off with the Totaku? So, if you haven't been keeping up with Totaku, it is basically kind of like a rip-off of Amiibo, to be perfectly honest. But it kind of has PlayStation characters, Xbox characters, things like that. So, this is one figurine. I'm not actually going to take this out of the packaging because on the back, I love that it's got kind of like the history of the character, the first games they appeared in and stuff. And you can see we've got a first edition little logo there. But here we have got Atreus, and he's looking pretty cool. Yeah, quite happy with that. But yeah, I'm keeping my Totaku in the box, just because I really love that stuff on the back. So that is Atreus, and then we've got probably the more popular one. We have got Kratos. So there you go, looking pretty cool. And then on the back, you've got the history again on the back, and then that first edition. Oh, look, it's got a bit of damage on the back, probably from the packaging, but what can you do? So they're pretty cool. They're a nice little pickup. I did actually find out, I didn't know this, but there's an actual edition of God of War called, oh, I can't remember what it's called. I want to say God's Edition or something. But you actually get the Kratos figurine in with that. I will find out what that's called. Norse God Edition, that's what it's called. And you actually get this Totaku figurine with that, which is cool, in a nice little package. You actually save a bit of money with that. So if you're interested in them, I'd recommend that. Next, we are going to get into the limited edition controller. So if you, like, I've just got a PS4 Pro. I just got the Monster Hunter PS4 Pro, so I didn't want to go ahead. I battled with myself, but I didn't want to go for the God of War PS4 as well. I actually think the Monster Hunter one is a little bit more nice to look at than this one. But if you don't want that, you can still get the controller, and that's what I've gone and done. So let's crack open the box. I have my scissors here. So let's open this up without trying to destroy it. Okay, I'm totally destroying it. It doesn't really have a fold, so I'm just gonna have to, oh my word. This is not easy to not destroy, but I probably should have just picked it off. There we go. So open that up. Okay, now this box should not be this difficult. Okay, so let's open this out, and there we have. Okay, that's much more shiny than I expected. You get a manual that no one's going to use in there as well. But here we go, and I have to say that is surprisingly nice. That was me just chucking the box. There you go, you got that kind of whatever symbol that is, and then you got the God of War logo on the top on the touch bar, and it's got this really nice silver to it. I really did not expect it to look that nice. So if you're kind of on the fence about the console, I'd actually just recommend just go out and get the actual, just the controller on its own. So this is just the same price as any DualShock 4, unless you're getting one that's been out for ages, which is cheaper, but that is a really nice pick, so definitely recommend that. There you go, there's the controller. And then we have the main event, which is the God of War Collector's Edition, which I might actually struggle to get on here because the box is pretty big. So there's the front. It's got this nice artwork on it. It's got a nice texture to it as well over the logo and stuff. Yeah, that looks really cool. And then that sort of artwork carries on around the box. And then if we flip it over to this side, you've got more of the logo with more of the Kratos and Atreus artwork. Point out that this is an 18. And then also, if we get it over to the actual bottom, we have the contents and a little bit about the game as well. So there you go. So let's get straight into this. I am excited to see what this looks like. This statue looked very interesting, so this should be a fun one. I might actually just open that side up. Oh, there we go. So that's quite easy. Okay, let's out this way. It's definitely more of a challenge, this box. Oh my word. Oh my gosh, come on. There we go. Okay. So let's pull this round. Okay, this was a bit unexpected. So it's got this nice artwork that wraps around the entire box. That actually looks pretty amazing. So you got anything on the bottom? No. So that is a really nice box. And let's see, I don't think this has a seal. Okay, so let's pull this open. And I'm just going to cover up that code before everybody dives in to steal it. So you've got this so this is obviously based on Viking mythology. So you've got that sort of Viking writing, or whatever you want to call it. And then we've got the game itself in this really nice steelbook, and you'll notice that the logo, whatever that logo is, carries over to the controller as well. And that's kind of cool. So let's open this up. I love nothing better than taking this little wrapper off. I say that, but this is really difficult. It's slip. Okay. That was more difficult than I anticipated. Okay. So I'm not sure why it's got that sticker on the front there, but I'll deal with that later. So you got some more of that writing on the back there. And if we open it up, we've got some DLC, which I'm going to take out quickly. So there you have the inside with the disc, and you've got that lovely artwork on the back as well. So let's take a look at what the DLC is that you're going to get. So this is a ridiculous booklet. So this doesn't actually say what it's for, but it's just, yeah, it just says get your downloadable goodies, basically. And the booklet, why has it got so much in it? I've never seen that before, where it's just like every language of how to download it like that. So that's new. And then we've got another one here, which again doesn't say what it's for, but it's got a booklet of every single language, which I find really strange, but there you go. And you do get a little note of how to play the game. You can never take that too for granted that much these days. Okay, so let's get this out, and this is going to have our statue in. Okay, so we should have some smaller figurines. Well, that was a horrible squeak. Okay, so which way are we opening up it? Okay, so there we go. Let's pop that out. So first things first, we have got what I assume is a lithograph. So let's open that up. They've not made this easy, I've got to say. Okay, so let's pop this. Okay, how do you open this? I don't think it actually opens, I think it pops out the side. Tell you what, this is a puzzle in itself. There we go. So you've got this sort of envelope that doesn't actually open. It's more of a sleeve, and then you've got this lithograph, which I've got to be honest, doesn't look that amazing. But there you go. And then on the back it actually says, finding the first single image that can speak to the entire team about the core of the game. It's just I guess it's actually just then about why they've actually picked out this lithograph, which is interesting. It's signed by the creative director. So there you go. You can pause that and read through that if you so desire. Okay, next we have got, wow, this looks amazing. So we've got what looks like the map. Okay, that is packaged really nicely. Wow. Okay, it's got that new map smell. It actually smells like chemicals, to be fair, but there you go. Wow, that looks amazing. But that looks incredible. Wow. So here is the map, and it's got some absolutely beautiful. There is that logo again. That looks incredible. I am really impressed with that. I know a little bit about this snake that comes around the side. I think apparently, according to Viking mythologies, apparently it was a snake that wrapped around the entire world. So I'm assuming that's what that is. Obviously, I've never played any of this before, so this is new. But yeah, this looks absolutely amazing. That is one of the best maps I have ever actually seen. I'm trying to lift it up a little bit. We'll get some close-ups for you. But there you go. That looks really cool. And then we get this little box that has that logo again. So that's clearly a main theme. If we open this up, we have got two little tiny people, and I have no idea what that's for. I wonder if it says on the box what that actually is. The box says that it is carved Hold Your Brother's statue. So I have no idea what that means. I think from what I've seen of previews, I think these are the actual guys that create your weapons and armor and stuff. But yeah, they've actually got a nice, decent weight. So yeah, that looks pretty cool. That's a nice little bonus. You wouldn't usually get those sort of things in there. And then we have the main event, which is this pretty big statue. Wow, look at that for padding. I've never seen that before. Okay, so this has been packaged pretty nicely. And oh my. Wow, that is pretty incredible. You can make your own decision on what you feel about the monsters that they're fighting, but you cannot deny the detail on this figurine is incredible. Wow. It is very unique. It's certainly something to look at. But we'll get some close-ups that you'll be seeing right now. But wow, this thing looks amazing, and it is a really nice size. Very impressive. So I've got some other collector's editions from other PlayStation properties. So here is a comparison to the Horizon Zero Dawn figurine. Let me try and get it in a way that you can see easily without breaking it. So they are pretty much the same size, obviously. In fact, I'd even go as far as to say, okay, the base is slightly bigger on the God of War one, but they are going to look really good right next to each other. And then another example would be Nathan Drake from Uncharted 4. So Nathan Drake is a fair bit bigger. The base is, again, the Uncharted one is a little bit smaller, but I think the God of War one looks significantly more detailed and exciting, shall we say. So there you go. So that is the collector's edition. So just to sum up everything you get to get that statue. You're going to get the steelbook with the game and the DLC. You're going to get the little carvings of the brothers who we will discover at a later date, I'm sure. And then there was also the map. So that is, I think, oh, and of course the lithograph, which I think is a waste of time, but there you go. Some people love the lithographs. So that is the unboxing of the God of War Collector's Edition. And don't forget, of course, we had the Totaku figurines, and we also had the controller. So, I mean, if you're a God of War fan, it is a really great time to be a God of War fan, and there is of course the PlayStation Pro. If you are desperate to get a new PlayStation Pro, that is there too. So I hope you enjoyed that, and here we go. So we just looked up just after filming this unboxing. I actually just thought, where's the art book? And I realised that the art book is actually digital in the collector's edition, but in the limited edition, it's actually a physical part of it. So that's really strange. So we did actually have the limited edition on order as well, but it's not come yet. So I might do another video showing the limited edition, just to show the differences. But I find that really odd that you're paying more and yet you get a digital version of the art book, that if you buy the cheaper version, you actually get a physical version of it. Really strange. I've never seen that before, but there you go. So I just thought I'd give you that little bit of an update in case you're wondering. I think it's both editions are sold out everywhere, but just in case you happen to come across they get them back in stock or something, just be aware that you're not going to get a physical version of the art book in the collector's edition. So there you go. Yeah, if you want the art book, you need to get the limited edition. So thanks for joining us. I hope you enjoyed that. If you enjoyed that video, please give us a like. If you absolutely hated it, you can dislike it too. But also don't forget to subscribe so you can check out every video that we put out. But also hit that bell button and that will notify you when a new video comes out. So thanks for joining us and we'll see you very soon.